Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Imperial Holonet. I'm GID123,
And I'm Red Leader Antilles.
and we are here with 3 weeks worth of news for you folks. From Star Wars to DC to Marvel to Pokemon to who knows what. All this and more in this week's news roundup.
Yeah, so let's start off with dynamite news, I guess. We're going to be getting a Green Hornet reboot, apparently, with the, is it the guy from The Accountant?
Cause that
I
just
forget what
screams
his name,
Green Hornet.
director Gavin O'Connor. Uh,
Okay. I've never seen the Green Hornet, nor do I know anything much about the Green Hornet. I've I've heard about it. I kind of know the costume a little bit, but apart from that, don't know much.
I mean, I've heard the accounts are back, and, on a more action-packed thing, so I guess it makes sense. I mean, I'm kind of like, we're getting a reboot.
It's okay. I didn't see the first movie, so
Nor did I, but that's why it's good, so we don't have to deal with mediocre films for that character. Uh, Next is the Netflix's Luke Cage writer is going to be doing, which writer was that? Uh, oh, Matt Owens. Nice. So he's doing an ongoing.
oh, you're kind of breaking up. Can you repeat that? Repeat that?
Oh, Matt Owens is going to be doing an Elektra ongoing.
Ooh, that's nice. Electra.
And she has the Netflix costume. Maybe she'll be an actual character, unlike the Netflix version.
Yay! Is Electra showing up in the Defenders or anything else?
Uh, did you watch to the end of the season?
Nah, I forgot how it ended. But I probably would have forgotten.
It's Elektra, so she died, which means that she's guaranteed to show up again.
Gotcha. She's dead, so
It's a
she'll be
dead
back.
Elektra means that she has more chance of coming back than if she just left.
Yep, she'll be back. Cause she's
Yeah,
dead.
that's Elektra in a nutshell. She's the Jean Grey of the street level characters
Gotcha.
and magic, I guess. Uh, Next news is Ned Leeds is in fact confirmed for Spider-Man: Homecoming. Yay!
Yay! I can't wait for
And
that.
he'll be played by Jacob Batalon.
Would you like to explain who the character is for the uninitiated?
Uh, well, essentially, Flash Thompson was Peter's bully
Mm-hmm.
back in the day. However, as he got older and everything, not super older, but like pretty quickly, once he started to get more involved in his job and dated Betty Brant, his enemy was switched over more so to being Ned Leeds, who was another younger guy who was working. I believe he was a reporter for the Daily Bugle, and they would fight over Betty a lot. In fact, he actually married Betty in the comics. Uh, and then he was revealed to be Hobgoblin, even though and then was killed. Well, he was killed, then revealed to be Hobgoblin. Then years later, we found out that he was Hobgoblin because the intent was not to make him Hobgoblin, but somebody lied to the editor jokingly, and the editor thought he was serious. So then when he left the book, the editor was like, oh, well, he was supposed to be Hobgoblin. So then we accidentally killed the wrong guy and revealed him to be a villain, even though that was never the intention, just because one offhanded remark.
Oh,
I love comics. Just you can't make this shit up.
well, they were
But
founded
yeah,
by the Mafia. They were founded by.
well, this was Marvel. They were founded by just a couple of New Yorkers.
That's true.
Uh, but like, yeah, Ned's a cool character. Hopefully he does not have to go through the whole Hobgoblin. Well, I think it would be nice if they have him be rumored to be Hobgoblin, like in the movies, because
Who wouldn't want to be voiced by
uh,
Mark Hamill? Who wouldn't?
yeah, and I just want to see Hobby because Hobby's the freaking best Spider-Man villain. Everyone loves him. We need to get him back. Uh, yeah,
Could you possibly do Hobgoblin before Green? Like, I don't think that would work.
the animated Spider-Man show did.
Oh,
It
really?
didn't work.
Ah, dang.
Hobgoblin really does need to come later because the whole point is that somebody finds one of Osborn's labs or like underground secret bunkers, and so he like bleaches the costume and
Ah,
makes it all white, and then makes an orange like version of like he makes an orange hoodie thing, and then uses that. Hobgoblin's flipping awesome in the comics. That's a really mystery. I would love to see that be like carried over several films.
Well, they're
Because
doing
he
it.
always fakes his death. Like, he put, like, one of his henchmen on the glider and had it crash so that everyone thinks he's dead. But then only Peter knows he survived. And, like, he's a really cool villain. But yeah, back to Ned. Like,
Well, they're doing the Harry Potter thing of growing up the kids, so it's gonna be interesting to see that.
hmm yeah, and, it's nice to see characters like this getting attention. But yeah, like, it's interesting to have him be. Well, I guess he was always involved in Peter's life when he was younger. So yeah, it's nice to see more Peter's friends showing up, especially because I don't think we've seen Ned on film before. So yeah, that's just you know.
They're bringing in a lot of people for this film, aren't they? I think it'd be more than amazing, and the Raimi films did.
hmm And we're giving them actual roles. Like Betty's gonna have an actual role in the film. Ned's gonna be there. Flash is gonna have an actual role. Well, he was going to in the Amazing films, but it got cut because that franchise ended.
Right.
But yeah, next is someone, rumor thing. Catwoman probably won't be in the Batman solo film.
Okie dokie.
That's good.
Yep.
I don't like Catwoman. I know people are gonna kill me for that. I don't care. Black Panther's mother has been cast. Angela Bassett.
Ooh.
So that's good. We're getting more of that cast.
What role did Black Panther's mother play in the comics? Like big?
I don't know. I've never read a comic with him in it. I don't know Marvel that well.
Gotcha.
I can tell you like obscure factoids about Golden Age Batman villains. I could explain the history of Superman's birthday, but I can't explain who Black Panther's family is very well, except for his family's royal or something.
Yeah, they're like royalty or something.
hmm
Uh,
But Justice League Action debut date confirmed. These are going to be all 11-minute installments. It's going to premiere on November 27th.
Gotcha.
So it has appeared already.
I didn't see it. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about it.
Oh, yeah, I guess we completely forgot to remember to look that. Oh, no, it says December 16th. The liars. That's the wrong thing.
Rogue One Day.
Yay, so later that day.
Hooray.
Well, Rogue One Day for you. Mine's at midnight.
It's true.
But, yeah. Oh, and then it will consistently air on Saturdays after December 24th. In an unannounced time slot. The first episode's called Shazam Slam.
Shazam
Nice.
Slam, thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Easy joke. Easy joke. Easy joke.
Telltale confirms that they are in fact doing a Guardians of the Galaxy game. That's cool, I guess. I don't really care for Guardians that much, but whatever. It's weird though because Telltale I think works better when it's grittier and more grounded. It's a little weird. I don't know. Seems a little strange.
Yeah. Well, didn't they do Jurassic Park and Back to the Future as well?
Oh yeah, you're right. But then again, yeah, fair enough. Yeah. I mean, getting more Guardian stuff is cool. Though, as people have pointed out, how is this still?
What? I'm sorry. You're breaking up, dude. You're breaking up.
Oh. As people have said, how is the cassette playing in space?
Who knows? Logic.
In space, no one can hear you.
Dun dun dun.
What is the...
I would love to see a Telltale Superman thing.
Ooh, that'd be awesome. But back to DC, a naked Jai Courtney terrorized David Ayer with photographic proof.
Okay.
Disturbing. Yeah, that's, yeah, he discussed this on Conan.
And they said,
So,
boy, Suicide Squad, the more you learn about it, the weirder it gets.
Yeah, that's, never expected that to be news we would get.
And people are going nuts over Rogue One reshoots. These are the reshoots.
Yeah, it's like, the film's just insane.
I wonder if, well, it probably would have been better without the studio interference, but still, it would have still been weird.
Mhm.
Next piece of news.
That's all for the non-Star Wars stuff. So I guess
Wait,
we'll
wait. I
go into
thought they
Star
had
Wars.
some Lego Two-Face announcements.
Oh yeah, Billy D. Williams is coming back as Two-Face in the Lego movie.
So yeah. So I guess you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. That's my Billy D impression. Not very good. So yep.
Yeah, now I really wish that he got to play Two-Face back in the day. Oh, I forgot Justice League Dark trailer.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
It seems acceptable.
I like the end joke. I like the end. I have
What
a
was the joke again?
how do you cope with being all this dark and gloominess? Batman, I have a butler.
Yeah, that was good. I just hate the fact that we have Zatanna in this thing, and we're probably not going to do the Batman Zatanna thing that Dini did because the stupid New 52 got rid of that. Fuck the New 52.
Yeah.
That's my philosophy on life.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess we got several Pokemon Generations episodes. We got the Heatran one, which is the Magma Stone, which was the final thing with it was the last of the Unova ones. It was kind of depressing because it doesn't have in all the Unova ones. In all the Unova ones, we still. Oh, sorry, we got actually another one after this, which I watched. So with Gen 4, we didn't get any of Lucas. That pissed me off. Then we almost. Oh yeah. Sorry. This was the last. I'm thinking back. This was the last of the Sinnoh ones. Lucas didn't show up at any point. That is very infuriating to me. But we got to see Looker again. It's just kind of dull. I don't get why they were so bad at handling Sinnoh. But we got Colress in the first of the... Oh, sorry. We got the Sages fighting the effing gym leaders from Unova, which is a thing that we see the end result of. We see kind of happen in the game. But now we can see it's amazing. Because in Black and White, the gym leaders play a much bigger role than they did in the previous games. Like, they actually get involved in the final battle. They have actual professions within the breed. It's just really awesome. And so we get to see them just kicking butt and making giant, speeches and stuff and just whooping ass, which is what the gym leaders should do, in my opinion. And they just have... Because Unova kicked ass because it had, just such a unique world. And this makes me realize just why it was the best region in a lot of ways. And so we can see like Drayden just F up some mofos. It's kind of beautiful. It's just it's so good. And we get to see Haxorus just kick butt. And then we get the next episode, which was the Frozen World. We got to see Colress. We got to see Haxorus in the middle of. It's really cool because depending on which game you buy, the final city will actually the city that they're fighting in will actually be different. In the second episode, in episode 14. It will either be futuristic or really old-fashioned, and so they kind of combined it, where like you can tell there's more futuristic buildings in the background, but they're fighting in what looks like the historical district. That's just a really nice touch. I really love this stuff right here, and I love they're using ice attacks on a dragon. It still doesn't work. That's just how awesome Haxorus is, which I absolutely love because I absolutely love Haxorus and always use one. And we get to see the DNA splicer and the giant ice machine. Again, stuff that happens in the games, you just don't get to see the actual act of it because you're somewhere else. And then when you show up, you see the end result of this.
The game seemed a lot more intense than the show ever got.
Oh, yeah, I mean, 5, pretty brutal. Especially because there's a point where they, in Black 2 and White 2, where the English version forgot to add in a specific line, so it makes it seem like somebody's about to kill you instead of freeze you. It's kind of horrifying, which actually is a scene that's cut from, but like it takes place in the same location as episode 15, The King Returns, which is amazing because it's gets us fighting En's Reshiram. And then he combines two and makes the DNA splicer and makes the Reshiram Kiram combined form. and it's so awesome looking. Just finally see that in the anime up close, and it looks fantastic. And is awesome and whatnot, and it fits so perfectly with with that game because Black and White and Black and White 2 have the best story. And then at the end, and again, I thought we weren't gonna get this generation's main character because we had already got past Black and White and we didn't see him, and there's a different protagonist in Black 2 and White 2. So I guess we wouldn't get to see Hilbert, and then freaking out of nowhere, where they get slammed with like a light, with like I think it was thunder that gets used, and then freaking Hilbert riding on top of Zekrom, so like tipping his hat to Ghetsis, while cast in shadow. It's like the greatest than ever, because Hilbert's like the protagonist in Black and White 2 are so awesome, and what's so cool is you're seeing something that didn't happen in the game, because here's the thing. This is from Black 2 and White 2.
Right.
Nate is the protagonist from those games. Hilbert is the protagonist in the first two, or in whichever one you pick, and he leaves, because it's been 3 years, and so he's in a different region at this time. Because if you get White, you get Zekrom. If you get Black, you get Reshiram. And so this clearly... and then the whole point is that then Pokemon White 2 is a sequel to Black, and then Black 2 is a sequel to White. So this is clearly, like, in the game he doesn't ever show up, because then Nate catches, I guess this would be Black 2, and so Nate catches the spliced Reshiram Kyurem thing, and doesn't get Zekrom. I think you can at the end of the game, but that's just a bonus thing. Here, this is kind of, like, it sticks with the games, but it takes its own path. I kind of wish Nate did show up, but nobody liked him because he had a dumb hat. His hat wasn't cool. It was like a weird visor thing. It was dumb, and his hair was stupid. And yeah, like no character. So it's awesome to see him. Plus, we got to see Nate and Mai in action in a really long, like 3-minute trailer already for when those games were coming out. And they got lines and everything. So I guess it makes sense that we get this. But yeah, just it's so cool to see Hilbert because he didn't get to do anything. And so, yeah, like, this actually builds upon the games a little bit and adds additional stuff. And, man, we have Gen 6 left, but just Pokemon Adventures is so fun. It's been such a nice treat to fans.
Nice. Is that all the non-Star Wars news?
Yes. So, kicking off with Star Wars, Darth Maul comic confirmed.
Hooray, pre-Phantom Menace.
Yeah, so
Yay.
I really, really, really badly want a Duke or Separatists or something series set in that era. Maybe a Gunray comic. No. Riz Almec.
Riz Almec comic. Yeah, it could work.
That could totally be awesome. But yeah, I don't think everyone's already said their piece on this because we were 3 weeks behind. But yeah, that's really exciting.
I feel like most of the stuff's gonna be Rogue One related, though.
Yeah. Rogue One, a Star Wars story, PG-13.
Yay!
That's to be expected.
I would hope so.
No, they're gonna make a freaking... Well, what else would it be?
It will be G, and, they'll kill stormtroopers with tomatoes. But we already...
Don't they do that in Rebels? Don't they throw those things don't they throw those like tomato looking things at the stormtroopers at one point?
They're a fruit, and yes. There are certain types of fruit. I forget what it's called.
Yeah, they're from
They're Wumpa fruit. Sorry.
They're from the X-Wing books. Yeah.
Well, people are already kind of complaining about the stormtroopers in Rogue One already.
Yeah, with a clip. We're not going to spoil it, but yeah, we can see some stormtroopers get their asses handed to them in hand-to-hand, which I'm fine with because I like the idea that stormtroopers aren't good at hand-to-hand, just because the First Order ones clearly are, because they're specialized. There's less of them, meaning more precise training, plus they have them for their whole lives. It is weird, though, that you wouldn't use your best troops, just because Jeddah seems like it's very industrialized by the Empire.
I don't know.
Like, it doesnent seem like this would be it doesn't seem like a backwater planet, is the thing. Or it is a backwater planet, but it's being utilized by the Empire as if it's important. Because it is. So it's just weird. But, whatever. Emilia Clarke is cast for the Han Solo film.
Never heard of her. Never heard of her.
She's from Game of Thrones, apparently.
Okay.
This...
I have no opinion on either way.
Do we need another white British brunette chick as the female lead for a Star Wars movie? It's 3 in a row.
Four if you get rid of the British part.
Well, technically, she had a British accent in that one scene in A New Hope, so technically, well, I guess, yeah. Why is it always a white brunette chick? Like, can we move away from that? I mean, for fuck's sake. I mean, it's getting kind of annoying at this point, especially because all the people who were rumored for this movie, were like all the people who maybe it was a different role. I hope to God it's a different role. But remember how we had like that short list that had like 6 or 7
African American
women of color.
Women of color. Yeah.
Including Jessica Henwick, who plays Jess in Jess Pava. She was rumored for this role.
Yeah.
I kind of like the idea of her playing like 2 different characters in the same like time for Star Wars.
Lando's now the only person of color in this film, and a Wookiee.
Wookiees aren't people of color.
No, but non-white human person.
Have you ever seen a shaved Wookiee?
Nope, and I hope never to.
Yeah, that's the thing. Can't make those kind of judgment calls. But yeah, like, oh god, just this is kind of saddening to me, just because we had so many women of color, being rumored, and we still haven't had a woman of color like front and forward. I mean, thankfully we did get Lupita as Maz Kanata, and right. I'm glad we're using giving diversity in the roles for women of color as well. But it's kind of annoying that she's relegated to being like the only woman of color. Major woman of color was in one shot and killed, or CG'd for episode 3 or for episode 7. That's troublesome.
Isn't there another woman of color in episode 8 coming along?
Oh yes, we have KMT, which is really exciting.
Hopefully she does not die.
Oh god, I will be so pissed, because we have all these rumors about who, like we have all the speculation about who KMT is, and then it's like her character just gets killed. Like, no, you are not doing this to us. Unless we have waited for way too long to figure this out.
I'd be more okay with her being Finn's love interest than her just getting killed off.
But you don't want that to happen? That's like the big thing, like everyone's accepted on the forums.
Oh, no, I said I will be okay if she's Finn.
Oh.
I'm fine with that.
But yeah, I mean, like she's a good actress. It's just, do we always need to make it the white female lead? Like, does that? I mean, maybe there will be that other role. This isn't that role, and that role's still getting cast.
Yeah.
I hope, because, and I get the. You know what's funny is how you get like a role in a comic book movie that's like supposed to be played by, or that the character is white, and then it's changed because it's the best actor and people still freak out. But then the moment you have a character who could have a different race, and it's just another white actor, where people are like, oh, they would have been the best. Like they use that exact logic. Like oh no, who cares if they were the best actor? It has to be white. Then in this case, it's a white actor. Then they're like, oh well, it has to be the best actor for the job.
It's like, I've always wanted to ask you this, because since we're on this topic, what if, let us say, DC movies reboot, because that's probably going to happen one day, very soon. What if they cast a person of color to play Batman? They don't change anything. It's just Batman. He's played by a person of color.
That'd be cool.
Okay, I just always wanted to know.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that kind of thing. There are certain characters it doesn't work with just in terms of historical context, but it's Star Wars. None of that is there. You don't have to worry about Captain America being black in the 1940s. Doesn't really work that well because he's supposed to be a poster boy. Like, here, it makes perfect sense because it's the Star Wars universe. Then there's not really racism.
There's speciesism.
And just, I don't know. I almost would settle, like, all those other actresses who were rumored are really good, apparently, and have been in a lot of stuff. And so my question is, even if Emilia Clarke was, like, absolutely, like better than the rest of them, they were all still good actors. Like, even if she was, say, like, out of 10, like, say she's, like, 8 out of 10 for, like, the role, like, in terms of, like, how much she fits, and the other ones are all, like, 7 or 6 out of 10, I'd rather go for somebody who's not as perfect for the role if it means more diversity.
Oh, yeah.
I don't mean, because then people are always like, oh, you have to cast, like, the best person possible for the role or whatever, but at the same time, of the short list, everyone on that list everyone who makes it to the short list is at least adequate for the role. If not, well, everyone who makes it to, like, the top 6 is gonna be the, like, best people for the role. Sure, there might be one who's slightly better than the rest of them, but all of them would be perfectly good for the role.
Right.
So at that point, I'd say put the diversity over that. If you're getting actresses who would all fit for the role, go for the one who might not be the absolutely perfect, because they're still a good actress. It's not like it's not like those of us who are saying pick diversity are saying grab some random Asian actress and make the role. They chose several women of color as, people who they thought would fit the role and still went with the white person. That just, it irks me. I've been talking a lot about diversity in the Star Wars films and anthologies.
We got in trouble. We got in controversy about that for directors as well, women directors.
Oh yeah, that
Star Wars.
We need to fix that. And I mean, when it's like people are like, oh, well, stop crew. We already have a female lead and a black lead. It's like, yeah, more. So push further. That's good. That doesn't mean you should stop complaining. The fact that things are things are getting better means that you push more, not that you push less.
I mean, Rogue One is, like, I think probably the most diverse cast we have so far. I mean, yeah, we still got a white brunette woman, but we got Latino man, two Asians. I think Riz Ahmed's Arabic, or I think.
He's British, but he's Middle Eastern. Yeah, right. Descent. And like, yeah, I'm fine with Jyn with Felicity Jones being played by Felicity Jones. I accidentally flipped that. It's just 3 in a row seems awkward. Like, I don't think it's meant to be racist or anything or offensive. The problem is, of course, most of the really good actors are gonna be white because we have, Hollywood is
dominated by white people.
Yeah, and that's why sometimes you have to break that, or else you're not gonna get as good of an influx of African and Asian actors until you break that. Like, until you break that barrier completely. Not just, oh, good, we got a female lead. Oh, good, we got a black male lead in Force Awakens. Keep pushing, because little bits of diversity, getting through is good. That's a really good step.
Yeah.
But take more of those steps, or else things will just revert. Because, again, you still got a very white, male-dominated Hollywood.
Mm-hmm. Couldn't agree more.
You're going to have to, fight against it. You're going to have to work against that as much as possible and try to permanently change that, or else it's just going to be, oh, nice, we got a little bit of a diversity here and here. And so, I don't know. I'm fine with this casting as long as...
I was kind of hoping it was that woman from the comics, Han Solo's not crazy ex-wife person.
Well, maybe that role is a different role than it is Sana. I hope to God that is, but it's doubtful. Though, here's my thing: if this character, I was hoping the female lead would be an Imperial chasing them. Like, it wouldn't be a love interest; it would just be an Imperial who's tracking them down.
Oh, you're breaking up. You're breaking up again. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. I'd like to see the female lead be an Imperial chasing them down. Not a like kind of Phasma should have been in Force Awakens, but really did get any screen time. Yeah. I think that'd be cool. Like, she's not a love interest at all. She's just hunting them. So essentially, female Boba Fett. And
that'd be cool. Maybe not even Imperial, just somebody who's working for, like, a crime organization. I always think the Han Solo film's gonna deal with crime organizations more.
Well, if it was a woman of color actress, I would say I would say make them an Imperial, because all Imperials are humans. But seeing as it is white, actress again, maybe make it an alien. Because obviously, I wouldn't want our first woman of color lead to have her face covered up with, like, green face paints.
Nah.
I'm fine with that in the future. I'm fine with Maz Kanata being CG. it's just sometimes you do, not necessarily for bragging rights, but just to make it become normal, to show that it is normal.
Right.
Have that, like, you got to put a face to that. You got to make sure people do see that front and forward at some points to make a point. But at the same time, like, if you're gonna, maybe for the third white actress lead in a row, maybe make her a Twi'lek, maybe make her a Togrutan.
That works.
Like, if she's gonna be a bounty hunter or working for a mob boss or some sort of like smuggler, make her an alien. Especially because we need more alien leads who aren't Chewie
Right.
or Jar Jar, because they're always comic relief or the muscle. Like, can we get one who's an actual person with an actual arc for once? Like, it's kind of troublesome.
Yeah.
But, like, otherwise, make her an Imperial. But, yeah, I have many thoughts on that.
How do you feel about, if they just made Ray Sloan the movie and, have a person of color being Imperial? Is that good? That'd be cool.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is for this role, when we had all the women of color actresses, I thought it was... I was hoping for it to be an Imperial. Especially because I was hoping it would be Rey.
It's interesting how they, how in the films at least, they haven't shown many people of color be Imperials. I don't think even... Let me think. Did Force Awakens have any background?
Yes, there is... Finn.
Oh, duh.
Yeah, Finn, and I think there is... I think I noticed an African-American guy in the background, or a black guy in the background of...
I mean, like an officer's uniform?
Scenes. Yeah, just an officer.
Okay.
Maybe some of the female stormtroopers were. We don't know.
No, that's true. But they didn't take
maybe that one who talks to Kylo on that bridge that looks really unsafe, even though it's not that much of a fall, it's still kind of stupid because there's no rails. That one. Maybe she's Asian. Who knows? The Resistance had a lot of diversity, though.
I'd like to see more also gay characters too. Just saying.
Well, this is in terms of casting.
Yeah, too. Or as their character. I don't know. They could have a husband. They could have.
No, I mean in terms of casting, though.
Oh, that too. Casting as well.
I'm talking cast like what? So you're saying that you can't have a... Like, you have to cast gay actors for gay characters? What?
No. Well, that too. I'm saying...
don't!
No,
look at Ezra Miller.
That's true. I wouldn't mind Poe Dameron, swinging the other way. He likes the men. He's the Jack Harkness of Star Wars. He's the Jack Harkness. That...
Yeah, of course, right. With the... Of course, the casting thing is a little bit more important.
Yeah, right.
Because we're trying to, again... break that problem within Hollywood again, because again, as I always say, that's why it's important to with superhero films to cast diverse actors, even if it's not what the character is supposed to be, minority actors, if what the character is supposed to be, because otherwise, then within superhero stuff, minority actors are relegated to being like maybe 10 or this maybe higher super.
You're breaking up again.
Oh, sorry.
I would love to see
superhero films. There's like only a couple of minority actors, or minority characters and stuff like that, and then some supporting characters and villains. And the problem is, unless you break away from that, and like again, you have like 100 white superheroes, and then maybe like 30 in total, including very minority superheroes.
You know what I would love?
Give some of the 100-something white superheroes. Minority actors.
Oh, you know what I would love? I would love.
You can't relegate them to just being background roles.
Oh, I know. I would love if, in the future, Superman got to be played by a Latino man.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it really fit with the whole immigrant thing. I mean, technically, Krypton.
I would want a Jewish actor just because it ties in more with that directly.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Because of course you have two writers who are the children of Jewish immigrants. But yeah, back to Star Wars. We got to look at the Chimera.
Like, I love... I didn't even know that what the Chimera looked like. I didn't even know that what the Chimera looked like. See, I always didn't know it. I've heard the word Chimera, but I never knew what it actually looked like. I just know it's like a mishmash of different mythological creatures.
Yeah, the Chimera doesn't look exactly like a Chimera because you'd have to actually use normal creatures in our world. I just posted an image of the Chimera to you. Yeah, chimeras are effing insane.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they're really cool though.
Yeah.
Uh,
Let's see what else we got here. We have Lego news. We got some Legos, some more toys.
yeah, but the video's been pulled down unfortunately. But we got some cool Lego stuff. We got a fun figure finally.
You also posted the international trailer as well on the on the links.
Yeah, did we get anything for the international trailer?
Just some more shots of the space battle. A good shot of Darth Vader, which they fixed the actual helmet. That was a big thing. The helmet
Nice.
was a bit wonky. We won't talk about the clips, even though I kind of want to. Those were some good clips.
Yeah.
And that's it. All the Rogue One.
Well,
Oh.
We have some more Lego stuff though. The quad jumper is gonna get a set. We're gonna get the Rathars. Weirdly, we're getting another hover tank apparently. We're getting Vader's transformation.
Ooh.
Just little
Nice.
stuff like that.
I
Rebels had some award nominations. Not really that important. We're getting another Lego A-Wing. That is going to be really cool. I actually have the 2013 one. The new one looks really nice. It's a little bit more rounded. Comes with Lando.
That means
We
Lando's
got
gonna
a new
drive an
Sarlacc.
8-wing in episode 8. That actually be nice.
No, it's for episode 5 or episode 6.
Okay.
We got a new Sarlacc pit. Another set that I own that I guess I'm gonna have to buy a new version of, but it looks better.
I had
So I can't complain.
I used to have a smaller version of the Emperor's throne room. It was like a few bricks, not the big gigantic one they have now.
But yeah, so yeah, that is all the news. Nice.
We kind of got on a tangent on the diversity thing, which is good because we should talk about this stuff.
Yeah, certainly.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, till next time. I'm JID123.
I'm our leader Antilles.
The force be with you always.